name's Matt Eisenbarger with Freefly Systems. We're here at Elevate UAV today showing off two of our platforms and many payloads. So this is our larger aircraft, Alta X. It can carry 35 pounds or 15 kilos of payload. And then this is Astro, our smaller aircraft that can carry about 6.5 pounds or 3 kilograms. They both have interchangeable payloads, interchangeable radios, interchangeable ground control stations. So very flexible in terms of mission and whatever you need to accomplish that day. This is our Pilot Pro controller that we also design and manufacture with everything else up in Seattle area, Woodinville, Washington. It has a ton of great features. We're showing off the Grimsey VO payload on the display right now. So it's both RGB color camera with 30 times optical zoom and some digital zoom, and then there's also a thermal camera on board as well as a laser rangefinder. So everything's customizable. You can change the view and all of the buttons to whatever your preferences are. We've got a dedicated kill switch with a safety throw. And in addition to the standard manual altitude and position mode and return to home, we also have slow mode, which we introduced to the world, which turns these knobs along the top here on, and that allows you to make very minute adjustments to the speed, the velocities of both the drone vertically, horizontally, as well as the gimbal. So you can imagine for inspection applications or cinematic applications, how helpful that possibly could be. We've got a ton of connectivity here on the bottom as well as on the radio. Interchangeable radio modules, so this is an NDA compliant, blue listed Doodle Labs radio, but there's several other radio options as well. And then we've got some other payloads here. So this is a Sony LR1. It's a 61 megapixel color camera. And then we have optional attachments. So the two attachments here are a FLIR Boson 640 by 512 radiometric thermal core. And then this is a laser rangefinder. These attach or detach in a minute. And so you can customize the payload kind of based on your needs that day. The Sony here is 61 megapixels, so it's incredibly high resolution, great for mapping, inspection, all sorts of cinematic applications. And then it's on our open source connector. So you'll see all of our payloads use the same connector. Again, it's open source. Anybody can adapt it to their own gimbal, payload, whatever type of thing they want to hang from the drone. It's at no cost to them, and it allows you to then have a bunch of different plug and play payloads. So there's about 15 new payloads that we did zero effort on over the last year that have now been possible to plug and play into Astro because other manufacturers like Centera over there have integrated their payload with our connector. This is a LiDAR scanner from a company out of Australia called Emicent. It's called the HoverMap STX. And so it spins around 360 degrees like this, and it's really kind of a unique LiDAR. Most LiDARs are just pointing straight down at the ground and deer, but this one spins around 360 degrees. So it collects data on walls and ceilings, under bridges, things like that, where normal LiDARs wouldn't be able to collect that data. And then also provides a lot of autonomy for Astro. So you can fly Astro. We have a lot of mining customers flying this 2 miles underground, for example, with no GPS, no light. It basically is creating a map in real time on the LiDAR itself as it flies through and figuring out where the obstacles are so it doesn't run into anything, and it's doing it completely autonomously. So we've got about 40 minutes of flight time on this aircraft, 50 minutes of flight time on the larger Alta X. We make our own smart batteries in Woodinville, Washington as well, which are really important for people that are out there like you flying every day. You need these. First of all, we warranty them to be like new for 500 cycles. DJI only gives you 300, so they're just going to last a lot longer. But we also have a nice OLED screen here, so you can see state of charge, voltage, amperage, temperatures, how many times you've charged them. Way more information than you'd ever want to know about this battery. But more importantly, it'll pop up a warning if there's any kind of fault or issue. So it just makes it really easy to manage your batteries that way. And then every aircraft, every Astro comes with a free cloud subscription that's at no cost to you. And so if you have a fleet of these things, you can very easily manage your batteries, your drones, which pilots are flying them, where they're flying. You can even look on the internet in real time and see the video and telemetry streaming from the drone. Because we also have LTE on board, so you could throw a SIM card from any of the major cell phone providers and stream that data back to anywhere in the world with internet connectivity.